Anyone feel like Minato lost his aura during the war? Dude got his arms cut off and never got them back. I'm confused. Why didn't Obito just phase here? Or was it like light speed? I'm watching a ton of old Naruto fights, and sometimes they don't make sense to me. It's a lot of plot convenience. Especially with Obito, to me, all his fights are like close, but it always seems like he's kinda nerfed for convenience, otherwise it wouldn't be fair. Minato was just too fast that Obito couldn't react to it. Obito materialized himself to attack Minato, but Minato teleported above Obito using Flying Raijin and attacked him. Obito's reaction speed wasn't good enough to dodge that attack. The claim that Obito's reaction speed wasn't good enough to dodge the attack implies he was aware of Minato's position behind him, which wasn't the case. It wasn't until Obito was struck by the Rasengan that he realized, in shock, that Minato had teleported behind him, exclaiming, "He transported himself to the position of his kunai!" Can someone please explain how Naruto is able to manifest a physical version of Kurama? Best I have is at the end of the war arc, we see Naruto's original half of Kurama existing outside of him while he has Minato's half. So maybe he can freely release half out into the open, or something along those lines? He took the L from the legend himself. You possess the Mangekyo Sharingan, but it seems you can't even peer into your own daughter's feelings. Fun fact, this is the moment Kakashi decided to start training and get stronger before Shippuden. If someone this good is working for Orochimaru, I can't stay as I am now. I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but Sasuke should have stayed single. He emotionally damaged his relationship with every woman he interacted with. Not a hot take at all. I personally have no problem with him being in a relationship. I just think it should have been with someone who he had no past with, so he could have a fresh start. I've never seen people that hate their own show more than Naruto fans. I hate power scaling that only favors the main characters, cause this diva should have been top 10 shinobi by the end of the series.
What?
Because how is this even a logical conclusion when people like the Otsutsuki exist? Naruto and Sasuke, the previous Hokage, but no, people will just blame this on Kishimoto doesn't know how to write good female characters. I will say it is absolutely hilarious when you see the rescue team struggle so bad against the Sound Ninja, Tamari comes in, wipes blood on the fan, and cuts down an entire forest in one swipe. Then, she never takes anyone else down for the entire rest of the series. Like Deidara's ultimate explosion is big, but go back and watch Tamari save Shikamaru. It was a full forest, and all of a sudden, you can see clear across the landscape. There's a group in Indonesia who cosplay and are named after the Akatsuki, much like the villainous organization in Naruto. Unlike the organization in the anime, however, Indonesia's Akatsuki help poor locals with food and charities. Is there a lore reason as to why Tobi doesn't just teleport right next to Naruto in his sleep and teleport him back to the Akatsuki hideout, or starve him in his pocket dimension? Plot no jutsu. There's honestly not even a single plausible in-universe explanation that suffices. Obito was too strong, too fast, too resourceful, and too smart to not easily conceive and accomplish this at any point before the war. Knowing this, Kishimoto had to resort to turning it into a game for Obito instead. So he had Obito monologue to himself about how he always knew Naruto's capacity, and how he only kept him alive so Sasuke could hunt him for his entertainment instead. The real reason why Naruto fell in love with Hinata. Wow, Yamato completed 31 bowls? Nice try though, and the winner is... Thank you for the meal. Anyone else feel this is too accurate? Which table are you sitting at? 6, so I can protect Orochimaru-sama from that vile predator. Who would you say is the kindest Naruto character? He fed Naruto out of the goodness of his heart, even when he might lose customers because of it. Kishimoto and Toriyama's renditions of each other's series. To this day, it still pisses me off Naruto being robbed of his Hokage ceremony after an entire 200 episodes. What's even worse is fodder Garbage Maru is in his place. Clan member? Nah. Clan starter. No special clan. No special chakra. No special parents. No special eyes. Just straight him. Has Naruto ever won a fight without Kurama's help, except for his fight with Kiba, which he wins by farting? I know Naruto is plenty strong without Kurama, but I can't recall any fight that he won without some help from him. He cleaned 5 out of 6 pain without Kurama. Not many people could achieve such feats. Rate my drawing. Any scientific reason why Orochimaru uses a female body? I know Orochimaru switches bodies in order to achieve immortality, but any scientific reason in doing so? Or does Orochimaru simply treat his bodies as mere vessels? Also, who do we mostly see Orochimaru in his default look? Same reason he uses a male body. The person had a powerful ability he wanted to use. At what point would Naruto be able to defeat Sasori? I think about how absolutely broken this guy is with his poison that essentially guarantees death. Also, Lady Chiyo being able to dodge thousands of needles between 2 people is something the Sharingan shouldn't even be able to do. Sasuke couldn't even keep up with Killer Bee's swords. 1 needle and Naruto would be dead. Sage mode. Can sense danger, moves faster, and can kill without making contact. Throw a Rasen Shuriken or a Rasengan Barrage and Sasori is cooked. Does everyone in the Naruto universe believe in a religion? I'm an agnostic. I believe in the will of fire. I don't know the answer to this, but I do know one thing. It is beyond wild that Hidan worships a god that grants him actual, literal immortality, and nobody seems to have any meaningful questions about it. You'd think Orochimaru would convert to Jashinism. Sarada should have had green eyes. It just makes sense. Kishimoto really missed out on the eyes going from green to red. That would have been fun. Them Uchiha genes too dominant, lol. But green eyes do look really cool. Tsunade casual wear. Funny that besides Nagato, no one ever used this path, not even the Otsutsuki. It's legitimately the weirdest path. Why did Shinobi stop using hand signs? Towards the end of Naruto, before Shippuden, hand signs went extinct and they made the show way cooler and brought something I can't explain that felt like culture to the show. Haku doing his with one hand is still top 10 moments in my opinion. They didn't necessarily stop using hand signs. Even in the war arc, you still see hand signs being used, just not as many. First, the fact a lot of techniques by the end of the show were either Rasengan related or Dojutsu related. Neither Dojutsu or Rasengan/Biju bombs require seals. Madara used a seal for the Majestic Destroyer Flame, to summon the meteors, for the wood style, etc. Also, hand seals are designed to help a shinobi mold and control chakra. I always thought of it as the better you are with using a jutsu, the less seals you need to activate it because you can naturally mold the chakra required for it. Like at first, the Chidori you need seals, but once you can naturally mold the chakra into your palm, you no longer need to do so using hand seals. Also, if that wasn't the case, the times where a jutsu that usually requires a lot of seals, but only shows one being performed, could also just be thought of as the seals happened off screen, and they just show us the last seal used to activate the jutsu. Also, in some more fast-paced battles, they use hand seals so fast you don't really notice them. Like if you pay attention in the Naruto vs Sasuke fight, he used a seal to activate his fire style jutsu, but unless you're looking for it specifically, you won't even notice it happening. Overall, it's most likely a production issue, to save time and money, but it's got plenty of justification for people's headcanons available. Unfortunately, there's not really any official information that can be used to answer this. Most things you hear are just theories. If Sasuke was in Naruto's place here, would Naruto have broken the rules and fed him? At this point in the story, I don't think he would, since Kakashi's lesson hasn't really hammered down yet, but maybe I'm wrong. Sakura would do it first and force Naruto to share it too. And if Sakura was in Naruto's place, Naruto probably would fed her. If Tobirama was alive during Naruto's time, Tobirama and Naruto would have had such a good relationship, and there is a chance Tobirama might have been one of the best senseis Naruto ever had. He instantly grasped how to use the Flying Raijin with me, and has even mastered Sage Power. I feel like I'm fighting alongside Elder Brother. Naruto, letting out a shout and showing off is all well and good, but don't tell me you've already forgotten that nothing other than Sage Jutsu works against him. I know you're not an idiot. That's right! You're a bigger idiot than my elder brother. He's a foolish brat who spouts idealisms at the top of their voice. Amazing, you can copy my dad's move? Impressive, second great stone-faced guy. Lord Fourth is using my move, and just call me Lord Second. Old man Second, you sure know a lot about my shadow clones too. I created that jutsu. It's my shadow clone jutsu. Who could realistically compete with Naruto for Hokage position? I'm going to become Hokage!
What?
Not Kiba. Just thought this was hilarious. Stop referring to Tsunade as Tsunade Senju. Y'all need to stop referring to Tsunade as Tsunade Senju. That isn't her name. It is never stated to be her name, and she's never referred that way. She is simply called Tsunade at every single point in the series, so that's how she should be referred to as. And because you visited this community before, you might like this post. And another one featuring Tsunade Senju. Someone 100% commented and said, I've personally never seen someone refer to her as Tsunade Senju, LMAO. Which Hokage has the most drip? Art by Jiraiya-sama. Minato. He invented the flame cloak, and still wears the best one. Studio Pierrot is evil for this one. They made us hate Sakura. Manga. What are you doing attacking him all by yourself? We Genin have no chance against him. Studio Pierrot. What are you thinking charging in like that on your own? Even Sasuke-kun is no match against him. Genins like us have no way of defeating him no matter what we try. This scene of Sakura saving Naruto is removed in the anime. This scene does not exist in the manga. If Naruto and Sasuke-kun were both hurt really badly at the same time, which one would I help first? Manga? This must be Naruto's worst nightmare. He looks absolutely crushed. Anime? It's the worst type of test for Naruto. Where is Naruto? He left again by himself last night. He's missing breakfast. Plus, Sasuke went off on a walk and hasn't come back. What in the world is Naruto doing? And Sasuke hasn't come back from his walk either. Studio Pierrot, making female characters worse since early 2000. Still can't believe they met completely by accident. My favorite part was Itachi just continuing to run the opposite way and ignoring him while he cries for him to stop, lol. Naruto is full of Narutos. Naruto number 1, Naruto number 2, Naruto number 3, Naruto number 4, Naruto number 5, Naruto number 6, Naruto number 7, Naruto number 8. Yeah, Kishimoto really loves his narrative foils and parallels. Each generation is meant to reveal a different way Naruto's life and Team 7 could have gone. Jiraiya failed to get Orochimaru back. Hashirama killed Madara to maintain his peace. Obito gave in to resentment towards the world, etc. Kakashi is the Sasuke that saw the value of friendship only by losing his bestie, rival, boyfriend, etc. Nagato misinterpreted Yahiko's dream of world peace and just kept the cycle of hatred going, etc. Tsunade is the Sakura whose love became grief. Konan is fully devoted to the only person she has left after Yahiko died, etc. There's probably more, and I might have forgotten / misinterpreted things, but yeah. The takeaway is that the whole show is kinda just Naruto explains to his parallel selves why they're being stupid. How is this guy allowed to run an orphanage? Itachi used Rehab no Jutsu on him. Hinata and Sasuke beef is real, guys. I'm going to become Hokage! Kiba, I heard you. So I will become Hokage and change the village. Man, she's really mean-mugging him. I never noticed that. I don't blame Kurama for having all that hatred towards humans. Look how they sealed him compared to Naruto's seal. Yeah, that trash was pretty flapped up. I don't know if Kishimoto did it on purpose, but having Minato see that and be like, nah, I'm gonna do a better seal, is kinda funny to think about. The 3 Sannin versus 6 Paths of Pain. Who's winning? Both have knowledge of each other's weaknesses. Battlefield is Konoha. All of them can use summons. The Battle of Summons is going to be interesting. Jiraiya defeated 3 of the paths before he uncovered their secret. With Orochimaru and Tsunade, they would beat Pain, I think.